decision to choose Liam Lawson over Yuki Tsunoda has finally been revealed by Helmut Marko, sending waves through the paddock. Meanwhile, Max Verstappen has hinted at a potential departure from Red Bull in the future, expressing a surprising interest in joining Williams. Ferrari boss Fred Vasseur has highlighted Lewis Hamilton's championship DNA as the key factor in recruiting him to Ferrari. Let's discuss, and stay tuned until the end. The major reason behind Red Bull's decision to choose Liam Lawson over Yuki Tsunoda has finally been revealed. Yes, Red Bull Racing's decision to promote Liam Lawson to the senior team, by passing Yuki Tsunoda despite his 4 years of Formula One experience, has ignited debates across the F1 community. The move came in the wake of Sergio Perez's announcement of his departure following a disappointing 2024 season. With only 11 Grands Prix under his belt, Lawson now faces the daunting challenge of teaming up with four-time world champion Max Verstappen. In a detailed explanation, Red Bull advisor Dr. Helmut Marko shed light on the rationale behind the controversial choice, highlighting Lawson's mental fortitude and untapped potential as decisive factors. With his mental strength, Lawson is the one who is most likely to be able to hold his own alongside Max, and nobody can beat him at the moment anyway. Marko pointed to Lawson's limited experience as an asset, emphasizing that the New Zealander still has significant room for growth. Due to his limited Grand Prix experience, we also see him as having the greatest potential for further development. This, however, doesn't mean Tsunoda's abilities were dismissed outright. Marko acknowledged the Japanese driver's raw speed but pointed out issues with consistency and temperament. His speed is undisputed, but he lacks a certain consistency and is also a very emotional driver. The overall package was just right for Lawson, but Yuki Tsunoda is the spearhead of the Racing Bulls. Lawson's promotion had ripple effects across the Red Bull talent pipeline, paving the way for Issa Kajar to make his F1 debut in 2025. The Frenchman narrowly missed out on the Formula 2 title to Gabriel Bortoleto, but has impressed Red Bull's leadership with his raw pace and determination. Kajar's ascent comes with its own set of challenges. Much like Tsunoda, the young driver is known for his fiery temperament, particularly in team radio exchanges. Marko anticipates that Kajar's emotional streak could pose challenges, but remains confident in the decision. He is a very fast, but also very impulsive driver, so that could be interesting for the team. With the promotion, however, we have once again clearly focused on promoting drivers from our own Red Bull Junior team. I am sure that this is the right way to go, and Kajar will confirm this. Red Bull team principal Christian Horner also weighed in on Kajar's potential, praising the young driver's performance during the Abu Dhabi post-season test. Sharing the track with Tsunoda in the Red Bull RB20, Kajar managed to edge out his more experienced counterpart by half a tenth, a feat that did not go unnoticed. Isaac is another talent. He's quick. He jumped in the car. He was faster than Yuki in the test last week, which turned heads. Yes, Horner also highlighted Kajar's unlucky F2 finale, where technical issues cost him a potential championship victory. He was unfortunate in Formula 2 to miss out at the last race due to technical glitches with start-line software, from what I understand. But he's impressed as well, particularly with his speed. Meanwhile, Max Verstappen has hinted at a potential departure from Red Bull in the future, expressing a surprising interest in joining Williams. Yes, Max Verstappen's dominance in Formula One has been synonymous with Red Bull Racing in recent years, but as the sport prepares for seismic regulation changes in 2026, speculation about the Dutch superstar's future is heating up. Under contract with Red Bull until the end of 2028, Verstappen has repeatedly stated his loyalty to the Milton Keynes team. Yet, whispers of a potential move, perhaps even to an unexpected contender like Williams. The upcoming regulatory overhaul in 2026, encompassing chassis and power unit changes, has the potential to shake up Formula One's competitive order dramatically. For Red Bull, the introduction of their in-house powertrain marks a bold but risky venture. While teams like Mercedes and Ferrari boast decades of engine manufacturing expertise, Red Bull's lack of experience in this area leaves them with significant ground to cover. Adrian Newey's departure to Aston Martin ahead of 2026 adds further uncertainty. The legendary engineer, who designed Verstappen's championship-winning cars, will now work with a team that's also switching to Honda Power, ironically the same engine supplier that played a crucial role in Red Bull's recent success. These factors could force Verstappen to weigh his options carefully, especially if Red Bull's performance falters. While Williams might seem like an unlikely destination for Verstappen, former McLaren mechanic and F1 pundit Mark Priestley believes the iconic team could become an attractive option. Under team principal James Vowles and backed by significant investment from Doralton Capital, Williams has made steady progress, transforming from perennial backmarkers to solid midfield contenders. Priestley explained, under the leadership of James Vowles, Williams is building heavily towards 2026 with big expectations. They believe they'll be competing at the top with the best teams on the grid. It might be an opportunity for Verstappen. Comparing Williams' trajectory to McLaren, who clinched the 2024 Constructors' Championship after years of rebuilding, Priestley suggested that Verstappen might consider Williams if the team demonstrates strong potential heading into the new regulations. Yes, Verstappen's name has also been linked with more traditional powerhouses like Mercedes. During a turbulent 2024 season, rumors of Verstappen joining the Brackley-based squad intensified, with Toto Wolff openly praising him as a natural successor to Lewis Hamilton. However, Mercedes opted for rookie Kimi Antonelli, quieting speculation for the time being. Aston Martin, on the other hand, presents a unique case. With Adrian Newey on board and a switch to Honda power units, the Silverstone-based team could become a front-running contender by 2026. Given Verstappen's history with Honda and Newey, Aston Martin could emerge as a dark horse in the race for his signature. While a move to another team is one possibility, Priestley suggested that Verstappen might consider an entirely different path: early retirement. The 27-year-old has previously hinted that he may not stick around in F1 for as long as some of his peers, especially if the thrill of competition wanes. Max Verstappen could easily retire in the next few years. After years of winning continuously, having a slight drought of trophies could make you lose interest in the sport. If Red Bull suddenly drops to a mid-table team in 2026, Verstappen will start asking himself questions. I can see him hanging up his boots then. Priestley also speculated that a change in environment could reinvigorate Verstappen, much like Lewis Hamilton's move to Ferrari for the 2025 season. If Verstappen changes team and it goes well, he'll continue winning. But if he's not winning as much as he usually does, I can 100% see him leaving the sport earlier than most would expect. Meanwhile, Fred Vasseur, Lewis Hamilton's champion DNA key to Ferrari's ambitions. Yes, Ferrari team principal Fred Vasseur has hailed Lewis Hamilton's champion DNA as a vital asset in the Scuderia's quest for resurgence, following the British driver's highly anticipated move to the iconic Italian team for the 2025 season. Hamilton, a seven-time Formula One world champion with a record 105 race wins, will join Ferrari after a 12-year stint with Mercedes, during which he won 6 of his titles. The move, which was confirmed early in 2024, has set the stage for one of the most intriguing driver lineups in recent F1 history, pairing Hamilton with Charles Leclerc. Vasseur emphasized that Hamilton's impact on Ferrari will extend far beyond his sheer speed on the track. His years of success with top-tier teams, particularly Mercedes, bring him valuable insights that Ferrari aims to leverage in its push for championship glory. As far as Lewis is concerned, it's not just a matter of speed, of pure performance. He will bring the experience of a 7-time champion who has worked in top teams. It's very good for a team to have someone who brings different experiences, especially if they're at the level of Lewis. We need to have the right approach and take advantage of his experiences. It's always important to try and learn from outsiders, whether it's Hamilton or someone else. I know Hamilton very well. I know his motives, his way of working. I don't want to make comparisons with other drivers, but I'm convinced that it will fit perfectly into our system.